Hello, everyone. Today we're here to talk about the Cribl Search Pack for Zscaler. This pack is available on the dispensary today, so if you don't already have it in your environment, you can go into Cribl Search Packs and add it directly from this screen from the dispensary. You just got to type in Zscaler and it comes up. So once you do that, you'll have this view and you can dive right into the pack from here. We do have several dashboards in this pack that we'll get into here in a little bit, but I want to start with some configuration items to make sure we get it all set up right. There's no safe searches to worry about here. Everything's built into the dashboards. For data types, we have two different ones. This first data type is set up to parse data that is coming through the Zscaler pack from Cribl Stream. It's going to be in slightly different format than if you were doing a pass-through pipeline, which is what the other data type is. I'm going to be using the raw data type here because I'm using a pass-through pipeline in this environment. Additionally, we have a bunch of different macros. These correlate to the different data types within the Zscaler product and the dashboards that are going to go through here in a little bit. Make sure you adjust these to fit your environment if you have any different naming mechanisms than I do. No lookups to worry about today, but we do have a README here if you forget anything or want our contact information to provide any feedback on this pack. That is all within this README. All right, so back to data types. Let's go make sure that our data set has the correct data type applied. This is the only way you're going to get data to parse correctly for the dashboard. So here I go to data sets. Let's see, data sets, Zscaler, and processing. And we do see that I have the raw data type applied here, and therefore my data will parse properly. If you don't get this part set up, your dashboards will be blank and sad. So don't forget this part. All right, now that we have that, let's get into the dashboards. So the first one we have is the email DLP logs dashboard. This is just an overview of what's going on in your DLP policies, shows how many emails were picked up, how many policy hits there were, what rules were triggered, and who triggered them doing what. So this is a good overview to keep an eye on what's going on without having to dive in too deeply. Most of these dashboards are about overview, right? This isn't a deep dive into your data. This is looking for outliers and strange behavior more than anything else. You'll also note at the top of all these dashboards, we have time range and user selection pickers. This will help you narrow down what you're looking at here on this dashboard, so make sure you adjust those as you need to. Next dashboard is the CASB logs. So here, if you're checking out your cloud security, you can take a look at the different events in the environment, the file names that are triggering security alerts, different rules that are triggering, and the users associated with them. So again, overview of what's going on. For our VPN tunnel logs dashboard, we have a little bit deeper information. We have what kind of tunnels we're setting up, where they are, who's using them, and the IP addresses associated with them. We also just have basic information about why the tunnels were created and the end-to-end information. Again, a way for you to look at what's going on in the environment and look for anything that stands out as unusual. Next, we have our firewall logs. This is an important dashboard to know what is being allowed through your firewall versus what is being blocked and any outliers that come up. So here we have what the firewall actions are, the categories that we're seeing in the environment, what rules are triggering where, and all of the sources by bytes. Again, another important part of this is just looking for strange behavior. Top users is always going to be relevant as well. One of the more important things to look at here is if you have a country that you are not allowed to communicate with and you see traffic going to that country, maybe check out what's going on there. There are a lot of those regulations out there, so keep an eye on this and see if any countries light up that you don't expect to. This may be indicative of something going on in your environment worth investigating. For web logs, we have, similar to our firewall dashboard, a lot of information about categories and users and rules that are being triggered. mostly here we want to keep an eye on threats that are detective, any users that come up as common users that you don't expect them to, anything that's being blocked repeatedly or allowed repeatedly and unexpectedly, just looking for outliers. For our DNS logs, this one is fun for security investigations, especially this top queried domains here. If you see something come up on this list that wasn't there previously or isn't normally in your environment, it's definitely worth looking into. Either IT made a change or you've got malware reaching out, right? So keep an eye on this one for those kind of changes. We also have information about requests and responses and statistics that are interesting per user. But my personal favorite panel on here is just the top queried domains. And our final dashboard is the audit logs for Zscaler. This is your administrative view into it, where you can see what your Zscaler administrators have done recently. This is a good idea to keep an eye on to make sure no one is making silly mistakes or no unauthorized users have gotten access to the environment and are making changes. So also keep in mind that you can set up alerts on these searches if you save them off. So if there's something that's incredibly important to you, take the time to set those alerts up, right? But that's about it for our Zscaler search pack today. If you have any questions or feedback on this, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to hear from you and enjoy your time cribbling.